Education was one of Nelson Mandela's greatest passions. The founding father of South Africa's democracy described it as an engine for personal development, while educationalists like Matthew Goniwe saw it as an instrument to create a vibrant democracy. And to its credit, government gives a generous portion of its national budget to ensuring that young South Africans are educated. It is also providing nutrition to over 9 million learners from poor families. Yet, despite all the efforts, we're not getting the bang for our buck. 78% of South African children in grade 4 cannot read for meaning. A lower pass mark and curricular revisions have also not helped matters across the board. Only a minority of schools excel and are at par with top educational centers around the world. What is it that we are missing?
For the vast majority of schools, teachers do not receive the requisite support. Quite often the training is not adequate. In many cases, the infrastructure leaves much to be desired. We know there are still schools, and the tragic cases of people like Michael Komape with the pit latrines. There are a number of schools that still don't have the infrastructure. There's overcrowding, there's huge class sizes, and all of this is detrimental to achieving this often stated goal of quality public education.
Weak school governing bodies, which are meant to support the teaching staff to enhance learning and teaching, are another problem.
In many communities that are impoverished, quite often the parents can't even come to the school. And then there's issues of language. And then it's a question of understanding quite often the legalese in many of these policies. So these school governing bodies become glorified fundraising committees instead of playing the kind of role that they should play.
Professor Vally says a new system is needed as the current one is not working. He advises experts not to isolate education from the country's socio-economic and political context as they continue to grapple with challenges facing the system.
Thinking that we have silver bullets, each child gets a tablet, that 4IR will provide the solution, is going to disillusion people even further. Because fundamentally, unless we deal with a society that perpetuates inequality which expresses itself more and more on a social class basis. We might have got rid of the scaffolding of this house of inequality, the apartheid laws, but the foundation was set. The house is standing now, so we can remove the laws, but the inequality, the house of inequality, continues because our society is still one that is based on class apartheid. And some call it neoliberalism.
While conceding that South Africa's education system is in crisis, Vally is warning against calls for the privatization of education and the return to corporal punishment, describing these as dangerous. I'm Lindiwe Mabena for SABC News in Johannesburg.